People's Tele in Abeokuta, freedom. And Tanzania cancels Independence Day celebration after calls for protests.
And on sports news tonight, FIFA clears Cristiano Ronaldo for Portugal World Cup opener despite red card. I'll bring you details of this and more on the sports segment of the news. I am Emmanuel. That's how to stay with us.
You can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store or Google Play Store. Rather than outsourced to private actors with opaque mandates, that Africa's security challenges require coordinated state-driven responses, not parallel forces that weaken command structures. He said Nigeria's position aligns with its long-standing approach to regional peace missions under ECOWAS and the AU. The Nigerian leader also cautioned that the global shift away from multilateralism has created a more fragile security environment, noting that the EU remains one of the few platforms still engaging Africa on continent-to-continent basis, anchored on mutual respect and shared aspirations. The Southwest Governors Forum has agreed to set up a security fund under the Dawn Commission to tackle any security issues and to ensure peaceful coexistence across the region. This as part of their resolutions at a meeting on various key issues, particularly on agriculture, economy, regional development, and security challenges affecting the Southwest at the office of the Oyo State Governor in Ibadan. While applauding President Bola Tinubu for his efforts and fight against insecurity and various economic reforms on all of his developmental agenda, Chairman of the Forum and Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said the Forum has agreed to set up a security fund under the Dawn Commission, adding that the fund will be administered by the Forum of Special Advisors on Security in the Southwest states.
The Forum also set up a joint security intelligence sharing and communication platform. The Forum resolved to establish a live digital intelligence sharing platform amongst all the 6 Southwest states. This platform will exchange threat notification, will ensure that incidents are logged, traveler and cargo alerts, and coordinate state-to-state response, among others.
The chairman equally appreciates all security agencies, particularly the Amoteco and hunters, for their active response, while calling on the federal government to urgently enhance forest surveillance across the region.
Vast forest belts that have become hideouts for all sorts of criminal elements. To this end, the Forum agrees that the federal government should help deploy the forest guards across the Southwest states, with each state government responsible for providing the required personnel. The Forum reaffirms their collective commitments to reclaiming the forests and ensuring that these spaces no longer serve as safe corridors for banditry, for kidnapping, or any form of criminality at all.
On illegal mining, the Forum also expresses deep concern over escalating activities across the region, which is said has continued to threaten environmental safety and creating public health issues and affecting regions' security.
Possible licensing framework, which we believe will strengthen monitoring mechanism and it will create a stricter enforcement action against violators who may perpetrate violent crimes under the guise of mining.
The forum, however, acknowledged and appreciated the efforts of the federal government in providing food sufficiency, as well as efforts of farmers in the region for their output and subsequent stability, as well as reduction in food prices. The forum also thanked President Bola Tinubu for the establishment of Southwest Development Commission and charges the commission to effectively deliver on its mandate. The 24 schoolgirls abducted in Maga, Kebbi State have regained their freedom, the presidency has disclosed. In a statement on Tuesday by Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, President Bola Tinubu welcomed the release of the 24 schoolgirls. According to him, Tinubu applauded the security agencies for the efforts made to secure the freedom of all the victims taken away by the terrorists. It asked the security agencies to intensify efforts to rescue the remaining students still being held captive. Terrorists struck the school at dawn on November 17 and abducted the girls' movement after a military detachment left the premises. The Kebbi incident triggered similar kidnapping in Eruku, Kwara State, and Papiri in Niger State. The Special Protection Unit of the Nigerian Police has ordered all officers attached to VIPs and beats nationwide to return to their bases. This follows a directive issued on November 23 by President Bola Tinubu, who ordered the immediate withdrawal of police officers assigned to VIP across the country. According to a memo signed by the commanding officer of SPU Base 16 in Lagos, Neji Veronica, all affected officers were instructed to report back to base before close of business on November 24. Under the new arrangement, Tinubu said VIPs requiring security protection will now need to request armed personnel from the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps rather than relying on police officers. The presidency explained that the move aims to boost police presence in communities, especially in remote areas where police stations are often understaffed and citizens remain vulnerable to attacks. To reinforce this initiative, Tinubu has approved the recruitment of 30,000 police officers nationwide, with plans underway to upgrade training facilities in collaboration with state governments. President Bola Tinubu has appointed Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma as renewed Hope Ambassador ahead of the national rollout of the federal government's World Development Program. Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, revealed this in a statement. Under the new rule, Ononuga said Uzodinma will also serve as Director General for the party outreach, engagement and mobilization, effectively becoming the chief political statesman for the Tinubu administration's agenda across the country. As renewed Hope Ambassador, Uzodinma, who already chairs the Progressive Governors Forum, is expected to ensure harmony, inclusiveness and strategic coordination across all levels of the party, working with the APC governors who will also be ambassadors of hope. He will lead mobilization and engagement efforts aimed at boosting support for Tinubu's policies at the grassroots. The appointment comes as the federal government prepares to launch its World Development Program nationwide, a flagship component of the renewed Hope agenda designed to channel macro projects, social services, and livelihood support directly to Nigerians' 8,809 electoral wards. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has said that the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan, Oba Rashid Ladoja, is a leader of integrity with deep entrepreneurial spirit and political experience. He also said that his reign will bring meaningful development to Ibadan land. Governor Abiodun said this during a visit to the monarch in Ibadan. The governor also said the monarch is a very good leader who has served in different capacities, saying his reign will bring about meaningful socio-economic development to Ibadan and the country at large. The governor also noted that the narrative of the monarch's life is very inspiring, from which younger ones and generations yet unborn will continue to emulate.
Kabisi, you know, what you bring to Oyo State is a lot of deep entrepreneurial experience. You also bring, alongside with that, a deep experience in politics and in governance. And these are very rare combinations where you have someone who was a legislator. Before being a legislator, he was a successful business magnate, and then left being a lawmaker, became an executive governor. And after all that, his retirement, now became a king, an imperial majesty of his people. You spent most of your life in service, in different platforms or the other. But this is the ultimate of services that allows you to bring the tapestry of all your experiences to now rule and govern over your people.
Appreciating the governor for the show of love, support and cooperation, Oba Rashidi Lajuda assured Governor Abiodun that he will use his position to unite the cause of Yoruba land.
So I'm really happy that I have the opportunity of becoming the leader to change the narratives of what a traditional ruler today must be. I told them that I see myself as leading a troop to bring back the former glory of Ibadan. And I cannot do it alone. I can do it with all those people who accept that they are Ibadans. Not necessarily indigenous, but anybody that is living in Ibadan, anybody that has benefited from Ibadan, will be welcome to participate in the development of Ibadan and also to take the benefit of those developments.
The monarch also said a lot of corrections have been made upon how the traditional institution remains strong so that the people will benefit from development. Ogun State government has developed an HIV strategic plan 2025 to 2027 anchored on 5 key pillars: sustaining universal access to HIV, prevention. 25 World AIDS Day held at the Olusegun Oshoba Press Center, Okemoso, Abeokuta. Yusuf Ganiu reports.
HIV/AIDS has been a health phenomenon that has been ravaging human existence for decades, leading to overcoming disruption. Nigerian HIV response is basically to reawaken the consciousness of everyone, not only to recover, but to transform its challenges, to redesign HIV response to be more inclusive, community-driven, innovative, and sustainable. In her remarks at a press briefing, the State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tomi Kuka, said, in recent years, HIV challenges have enabled government through the State Agency for the Control of AIDS to record meaningful progress for their response and improved access to life-saving services. Dr. Kuka also informed that 96% of residents now know their status, 78% on treatment, while over 30,000 people in the state are receiving free antiretroviral therapy in health facilities, adding that the prevention of mother-to-child transmission program has expanded significantly, with nearly all secondary health facilities providing PMTCT services.
We hope that in the future, before 2030, that we would have achieved our 95% status. with a total of 40,309 individuals being on free therapy. HIV testing and counseling services are across all our 20 LGAs, bringing the testing and the services closer to our communities.
She also emphasized that stigmatization remains a barrier to care and global funding for HIV programs is declining, saying services disruptions remain a real threat, particularly for vulnerable populations.
Ogun State is one of the vulnerable states because we are the tertiary institution hub of Nigeria, and a lot of our children get into university by the age of 15. And we do know that sexual debut, the mean sexual debut age in Nigeria is as low as 10.
Special Advisor to Kayode Akimade, represented by Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Information Strategy, Alhaji Wide Additional, harped on the need to continue creating awareness and giving the rightful information to the people as regards HIV prevention and government effort to stem the challenges.
We need to tell them continually about the do's and don'ts of preventing HIV/AIDS, innuendos and half-truths that people do have. We need to address stigmatization so that those who have tested positive will not feel like we have left them behind.
Stakeholders at the occasion advocated a sustainable domestic ownership of the HIV response.
We have to strengthen the advocacy, mobilize stakeholders, also highlight what the progress made, the challenges that persist in HIV response, and how can we surmount these challenges.
There will be disruptions from right, left, and left, but we should consider this as an opportunity, as opportunities as they come for us to even institutionalize, to localize whatever we are doing in such a way that, external events will not affect our response.
They, however, called for a renewed commitment where HIV no longer threatens lives, dreams, and destinies. Yusuf Ganiyu, Ogtv News.
Still ahead on the news, Katsina State government adopts new measures to curb sexual gender-based violence. Do join us for details of these and more after the break.
Hey, with Tasty Tom and Derica, your unique pin can make you a millionaire. Buy any Tasty Tom tomato mix or Derica tomato mix promo pack. Reveal the unique pin inside. Dial *8011 *2 unique pin #. Win airtime instantly and stand a chance to win big cash prizes.
Enjoy delicious meals. Text and win big.
Tasty Tom, Derica Millionaire Splash promo. Become an double this season.
Progress no dey happen just like that. It dey come from support when you need help.
Mommy, I got the school fees. You too much.
Na money point o.
Money point, thank you.
Customer, na transfer abi? Confirm.
Bro, na transfer. Na money point oga. Oh, na confirm.
Progress na peace of mind when you know say payment go land as Sure Banker. Progress na small wind where they carry person go far.
No worry, yourself go make am. No go buy ball.
Victor, even you they use money point?
Of course now, they use money point.
Confirm.
Money point, made for your progress.
Glad to know that you are still there, and in case you're just joining us, you're on to the major news broadcast for the day on Ogtv. The Ogun State Ministry of Health, through the Public Health Department's Infection Prevention and Control IPC unit, has organized a one-day validation meeting to disseminate the adopted National IPC manual. The event is aimed at strengthening the state's healthcare system